Okay. Are we here? Are we here? Are we here? What's going on? It looks like it's frozen. Oh, let's see. Let's pause it. Let's pause it. Can we pause it? End stream. Cancel. Oh, what happened? It's frozen. Oh my gosh, it's frozen. Let's see. Oh, dang. There we go. What's up, YouTube? So, it's Boujee Oracle Goddess here, and I'm coming on because I want to kind of give some updates, right? I want to give some updates about essence of light. Okay, so essence of light is the third eye oil that between myself. Oh no, I'm not gonna put my. I'm gonna put myself last. Between my guides and myself, and energies that be assisting me in making this. So this is essence of light, and this is the candle. So they come only in the tea light size because they're not really meant to just burn continuously. They're meant to burn as you are meditating, and you can use the wax from here. So some people will order the essence of light in the oil, and some people will order the essence of light in the candle, or they will do both. Now, essence of light is meant to be used to open the third eye. It is for those who meditate and have difficulty in, how I want to say, have difficulty in uh, getting a visual or receiving messages. So, actually, with the oil, you can just dab a little bit on. It comes with a roller. So, it has a roller. You just roll a little bit right there on your third eye and rub it in. Okay. So, today, while I was it today or yesterday? Today or yesterday, while I was actually talking to someone who has had an experience, they told me that they took the oil and they rubbed a little bit on their third eye, rubbed a little bit on their throat chakra, and they rubbed a little bit on the womb area. Okay. So I was like, okay. And right as I was responding back to the person, my team's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You can do this too. Okay. So be sure and tell people. So when you order it, and if you're using it, if you're one of my testers, because right now you can't order it. Right now it's in the testing phase, right? So I wanted to come on and give like an update on kind of some of the things and instances that have occurred. So one of the instances that has occurred, well, let me keep going. So, of my testers, maybe five or six have received theirs. So, some actually more may have received it, but that's how many have chimed in and let me know that they received theirs, etc. Now, this is a beautiful thing because people have already started using it and having experience. Okay. Now, I'm not going to talk about the ormus. I will talk about it at another time. This one is wrapped up. Okay. I'll talk about that at another time. So, some of the experiences that people are having, um, I'll try to go in chronological order of what I remember people telling me. I won't give any names. I'll leave that for them, and maybe we can invite them to come in and join the live another day. Okay, because I don't want to make this a long live. So, one of the individual testers who tested it, um, this person already has visuals. Okay, when they meditate or when they travel, etc. So this particular evening or day that they used it, they did experience some tingling in the third eye area, which I know to be true. When I say that I know to be true, I mean that I've experienced that as well. And then not only that, it was relayed to me that they also saw an eye with eyelashes. I was like, what? Yes. So, because working with the guides and creating this essence of light, okay, working with them, they were telling me or someone close to me what ingredients needed to go into it. So you can't just put any old thing in there, right? So when she told me she saw, she got the tingling, and she did tell me that she liked the smell. And that's another thing. If you're one of the testers and you come on and you see the video, let me know what you think about the smell because I technically did not pick the smell. My guys did. Okay. And actually, actually, it was some energies that picked it. And I'm pretty sure it was some of the energies that while I was in Sedona that let me know that I was going to be on this quest, okay, to help the masses to produce this so that you were in tune with visualizing. Because if you can what's up, Crimson Diva? Because if you can visualize your journey and what you want to manifest and create and or release, that is 3/4 of the way there. Once you put your energy to it, then you can see it. Next, what happens is that you are in a space where you are now in motion and you are in the creating and you are co-creating with your team who are in alignment with what it is that you want to do. All right, so I have okay, I'm going to come back to this one, the first one. So the first person, let me know, one, they experienced tingling in the third eye area, which is here in case many of you don't know that. And that is also where your third eye chakra is. And then also, she saw an eye, not eyes, but an eye, and it had eyelashes on it. And then she had a travel and she began to speak to me about this travel. So I'm not going to go into it about the travel. That's a little bit more private. But those are the things that happen when she used the essence of light, third eye oil. Okay. She didn't use the candle. I can't remember if I sent her a candle now. I want to say I did, but it doesn't matter. So that's an experience. So now we're going to have I invited one of my other testers to come on and tell her story. And she already gave me some information, but I think it's really amazing when another person can come on and kind of give you their point of view, coming straight from the mouth and not coming from me. Okay. All right. So, all right, Alexis, I saw you. So go ahead and tap in again. And I think I can add you. There you go. All right. So we're going to bring on another one of the testers. Okay. All right. Super excited. Alexis! Hey, baby, how you
Hi.
doing?
I was like, wait, oh, this is cool. I never done this
Okay,
before.
baby. Okay, because we be doing it out here because we always trying to elevate. Okay.
I feel like I'm in an interview right now.
Okay. All right. And Alexis, thank you for coming on. Thank you. Hmm. Uh huh. Okay, we turn that on. So, ooh, you was already pixelating because, baby, you was pixelating over there. Okay, so first of all, tell me what you thought about the smell. Did you like the smell?
I
Okay.
did. I don't know if it was just me, but the smell really smells like it's like a hint of like a strongness, kind of like a mint,
It
kind
is a
of.
man.
If you really pay attention to it, it has a little bit of a mint, but the sweet, like whatever that sweet smell is so overpowering that you really don't smell the mint unless you really pay attention to it.
Okay.
So it reminds me of like a perfume,
Okay.
honestly.
Okay.
Like when
Okay.
I was like, wait, I was like, I want to wear this. Because you know what I did, because I'll admit it, because before I actually used it on my third eye, I rubbed it to make sure, because you know, like sometimes when you get the rollers, it don't roll the first time, so
Correct.
I just
Correct.
rolled it on my hand. So
Okay.
even after I meditated and everything, I was like, wait, what is that smell? It smells so good. And that's the oil.
Yeah, right, right, right. So it's really, and the reason I'm asking this, and it's okay with some people, the testers, if they're not like some mint smells can be a little strong, right? So
Hmm.
there's a two-parter. Pumps did what she was supposed to do, and then I did the other part. So it was a collaboration of what our teams wanted us to do. So it's also good for me to for people to let me know if they do resonate with the smell and if they don't because I know that there's a reason why they picked that, but I'm gonna go into that another time. But anyway,
Okay.
so you got your package. So let me ask you, what made you
Mhm.
want to use it and try it? What made you was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try it? Which made you want to be one of the testers? What made you want to do it?
Because I can already see things, right? But when you told me the intentions of it was to help you see, I was like, okay, well, I wonder if I can see if it will increase. You know what I'm saying? That the
Yes.
fact that I can already see, and I was like, so it don't hurt to try.
And you're testing is
Why
free.
not?
Okay.
Right, right. So I was like, let me see. And then honestly, I wanted the extra help too, because
Okay.
even though I can, sometimes it does take me a little while for me
Mm-hmm.
to actually sit there and begin to see something. Like I can't put an exact time frame on it, but
Right.
sometimes it takes, it feels like maybe about 10, 15 minutes for me to really actually start seeing things.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
was like, let me see if this will
Okay.
speed it up. And it did. And it did. I mean, like, it was like instant.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, like it was instant. Like I put it on, I sat there, I was breathing for a little while, and I think within maybe like a minute or two, it was like boop.
Oh
Like I
wow.
was like, okay,
Okay.
yeah,
So I'm excited about that. So we got one down. Now, tell me a little bit about your experience, if you don't mind sharing, and you share what details you
uh-huh.
want to share. I know you share with me,
Okay,
but you share what you were able to experience with it.
okay. So I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I put two intentions. But I put two intentions out when
Okay.
I put oil on, right? So I
Okay.
put out two intentions. I
Okay,
put one
hold
out
hold it right there
because
for a second. Hold on. So,
okay,
guys, when she say that she put two intentions out, what you're supposed to do when you're using the oil, you put your oil on your third eye, and then you set the intention of what you want to do during that period, whether it's daydream or whether you put it on and okay, I don't have to daydream, but throughout the day, I have a question about this, or I need information about this, and I'll take it however you want to give it to me throughout the day, or do it through your meditation or in your dreams at night. So all right, I just want to let everybody know how that kind of work. You have to set your intention on what it is that you're desiring because teams is ready. They like what you want. What you say?
mhm.
Yeah.
Right, right. So that's what I did. So I already had it set up like I would do a usual meditation. I put it on and then I set my intentions because I wanted to know one someone's purpose in my life. Because you know how sometimes we get that thing and we're like, oh, I know this person. I feel like I know this person, but no, I really want to know like where do I know them from? So I
That's
put that intention out there.
okay.
And then I put the intention out there that I wanted to know more about the outline of the book, what exactly I was supposed to do for the book, and things like that.
Okay.
And it's crazy because literally the second I closed my eyes, no, before I closed my eyes, actually, I heard it in my head. They were like, okay. They were like, so we're going to give you this part first, and then it's going to be like a black period, and then we're going to give you the other part.
Shut.
I never had that happen before. I never had that happen before. So
Oh my
I was like, okay.
god.
I was
Okay.
like, all right, that's a little bit weird, but okay, I'm gonna go along with it.
Okay.
So I closed my eyes and literally, like I said, I was, just breathing regularly, like in and out calmly. And next thing I know, I get this like regression, like this past life regression of me as like it didn't look like me, but I knew it was me,
Yeah,
right?
correct. The
So it was
soul
like a
knows.
little, it was like right. So it was like a little me, like I was a little kid, but I was Asian. I was Asian, and it was a little boy holding my hand, but like dragging me, like telling me, come on, hurry up," because somebody was trying to attack me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so that's when and it was like, okay, this is, that's how you know that person because this person was a protector of you back then. So that's
Yeah.
why it feels like that. I
Wow.
was like, right. So I was like, okay. I was like, fine.
Okay.
Um, Ooh, that was a lot. And honestly, another part of it is, um, while I was seeing it, my emotions were very heightened. So
Okay.
like, I literally could not control it. As I'm going through this, I
Mm-hmm.
can feel like I'm just tearing
Mm.
as I'm going through it. So I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. So once I guess that little version of it was over and they was trying to transfer into the other part, that's when my whole like my eyes already closed, but it went like pitch dark black. But as it went black, I'm like, okay, maybe this is just the part where they just put the curtains down and they just went
Right.
to the next part. So I'm like, okay, but no. As it's dark and it's black, I'm seeing, like, the only way I can put it is like it's like these little, like, kind of like rays of light,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
kind of,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like they were in like a geometric type of pattern in various different colors that were like going across, but the background was black.
Gotcha. Oh, I
So it
bet
was
that
like
was
all these
nice.
different colors. So I was like, okay. I was like, this is different. I've never seen that before. I'm like, this is different. So as that was happening, I guess that's where kind of like the transition happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went to the other part of them literally, and then before they did the book part, right? They gave me the option. They said, listen, they said, do you want it that we're gonna, we can show you what's supposed to be in a book, or like, or tell you you
Audibly.
know telepathically,
Uh-huh.
or do you want to try to like put your hands on the keyboard and like
Shut the fuck up.
we'll kind of go through you? And I was like, okay. So right. So I've never done that before either.
So they gave you
So
options.
right. So
This
I was like, okay. So I'm not gonna lie, I tried it. Where like they was going through me, and when I say, I was like, hold on, this is going too fast.
oh
I was
wow.
like, this is going too fast. But even though it was going really fast, right, and like some of the words were like, like misspelled, I could
Yeah.
still be able to tell
Yeah.
exactly what it was that they
Yeah.
were writing as they were typing through me.
Yes.
So I did that for a little bit, and then I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's enough of
You know
that.
what? Probably if that was to come about again, because that is an option for you, what will
Mhm.
happen is that it's kind of like when people start to scribe. If at first it looked like mess, like what is that? And then as you do it more, it gets more legible. So with the typing, it would probably, I'm not going to say it would have slowed down, but it would probably more than likely been less error. Okay, hold on, y'all. She is she's having, okay, there you go. So yeah, I can't hear you. All right.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know why did I break it?
Listen, while you're doing that real quick, I'm gonna grab my charger. Okay, while you're
Okay,
adjusting. Okay.
okay, let me try to. Uh-oh, I think I broke it. Did I break it? I might have to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay, let me try that.
Okay, y'all. All right. I see y'all. And thank y'all for, okay, there we go. Okay, cool. It's
These
all good.
phones.
It's all good. That's all good. Okay. So how, oh, first of all, how did you feel about even having an option?
Um, it was
Have you ever had
odd.
that? Have you ever had that happen
No,
before? This is
no. So that was
amazing.
yeah. So that was odd because I'm like, wait, y'all are giving me like different options and different
Hmm.
things. I'm like, okay, yeah. So that
Okay.
I was a little taken back. I
Okay.
would.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So after that happened, you decided, no, I'm not gonna. I tried the typing, which is a form of scribe. It's like electronic, right? So
Right.
you tried it a little bit and could see some of it. He's like, okay, all right, okay, we're not gonna do it this way. Now, when
Right.
that happened, at that moment when you said, okay, no, let's transition from this method to something else, what happened next?
So at that moment, they was like, okay, so just get away from it and like regroup, right?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
got away from it and I was like, okay, I closed it, and then I was, I just went back to doing the same
Went back.
thing, breathing again, and it just came right back. It just came right back.
Wow.
And at that point, I just started hearing, I just started hearing a lot. So that's when I heard like, the different things I should put in the book titles,
They
and
gave
then
you
the
the
part,
title.
Yeah, and then the part that scared me the most when they was like, you're gonna have to put your life experiences in here, and I was like, oh, I was like, wait, I was like, but I was kind of scared.
I was like, they gonna know my business. They gonna know your business. So let me. So even though they, so technically, not the title, you had a feeling already that you knew you was gonna be making a book at some point. This came up before. All right.
Right.
Now, when you put your intentions out there, now they're giving you title, information about the outline. Technically, let's say hypothetically, they didn't say that you're going to have to speak about your life. The other part of the book, did you already know some of those bullet points that you were going to have to put in the book or that you planned? Was any of it not planned? You was like, I did. Oh, okay. Was any of it not planned in your mind that you're going to write about? Everything you knew?
No, I had nothing planned.
No idea.
I had nothing.
Wow.
No, I had nothing planned. So me and you, we had the reading, right?
Yes,
The
yes.
only thing I had in my head before that reading was that I was supposed to do a book. I never knew what the book was about. I never knew what was supposed to be in the book.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but after that, that's when that's why I did the meditation. So I'm like, okay, well maybe they'll tell me what's supposed to be in it. So I was literally going into this having
No
no
expectation.
idea, like, okay, even though I know what the basis around it is supposed to be, I
Okay.
still don't know what are the exact details of what
Okay.
I'm supposed to be writing about. I don't know.
I got you. I got you. How did you feel about it knowing that
Yeah.
they not only gave you a title, but they also gave you
Hmm.
bullet points? How did you feel? Did you feel well, and tell us how you felt about that, because that itself is an experience, because this is being
Yeah.
ethereally, cosmically, and energetically given to you. This is not like something you just think
Right.
willy-nilly, okay, I'm gonna write about this. It was like, okay, you knew you wanted to write a book or was going to write a book, supposed to write a book, but you had no
Mhm.
deal kind of what it was going to be all about. So you go into this.
Right.
How did that make you feel that they gave you, nigga, they gave you the title?
It was funny because honestly, this is the funny part about it. So the funny part is I ended the meditation, but even after I ended the meditation, they were still going. They were still going. So I'm literally laying on the bed and I'm like, okay, they're giving me this, they're giving me that. I'm like, all right. And then the title popped in my head and I'm like, that's the title. And then they were like, and they said it again, and I was like, okay, I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's the title. Like they had to keep telling. I'm not gonna lie, they had to keep telling me, and I'm like, okay,
Is it kind of one thing like, okay, show me a sign of a rabbit jumping, and you see a rabbit jump. He's like, okay,
yeah,
okay, one more time. You know what I mean? Kind of like you keep asking them.
yeah. I was kind of like, because it was so simple. It was the title was so simple,
Mm,
right? So I was like, that's gonna be the title. But then as I really thought about it, and they honestly they explained it to me too about why that was the title, right? Because even though it is simple, it's gonna catch people's attention. So the title they gave me was "Love is a Simple Thing."
that is so
Right,
simple, right?
right. But I was like, love is a simple thing. Like, and they was
Wow.
like, and they were like, exactly. That's why people are gonna want to read it because
I
love
get
is a
that though.
simple
I get
thing.
it. Love is a
No,
simple thing. Like we always
right,
talk about, love is love is love is love, right? Okay. I know people think, oh yeah, I know that, but then they want this thing. They want that feeling. I get it, right? But love is a
right.
simple thing. So now, how did you feel knowing, okay, now I know the title and now they're giving me bullet points? When they were giving you, or whatever they gave you, the information about the area that you're going to be writing about, how did you feel about those areas outside of your own life that you're going to have to share? How did you feel about having to pin those specific areas?
Most of them I was fine about. Most of them
Okay.
I was fine about. The only parts I wasn't so okay about are the parts that I feel like I didn't have that much
Mm-hmm.
knowledge, right? So like the parts that I'm like, well, I don't really know. Like I feel I don't know about that. But
Mm-hmm.
they also reassured me like, okay, okay, yeah, you don't know now, but we're gonna give you that information later.
And I was about to say that because what
Yeah.
you are lacking in a space when you're on that type of assignment, even if you
Mhm.
say you don't know, they're either going to connect you with or they're going to come through. It's going to be one or the other. And that is profound. Like,
Yeah.
wow, that's
So
amazing.
they told me they would give it to me at a later date, and I was like, okay, I was like, that's fine. So that's gonna be interesting. I got to come back for that one.
Okay.
I'm afraid about that one.
Yeah. So when you so is was that pretty much the summation of your first experience with it?
Yeah.
Those
Yep.
listen, that was a lot right there. That was a lot for
No,
anybody
it
on this.
was.
Okay.
It was. It was. It was a lot. It was a lot.
So afterwards, when you wrapped up your meditation, after
Mhm.
using the essence of light oil to set your intentions and to get the information afterwards, how did you feel energetically afterwards? What was your feelings like?
Um. Honestly, I went through like a bit of emotions. Honestly,
Oh, really?
I was excited. Right. I was
Mhm.
excited because I'm like, okay, I got this. Um. Honestly, it made me actually want to start writing right after that, right? Because I got all the information and stuff, so it made me want to start writing right after that.
Okay.
But I was also very peaceful because I think right after, like, I started writing for a bit, I was like, yeah, it's time to, I was like, it's time to go to bed.
I got you.
I was like,
I
it's time to
got
go
you.
to bed. So,
Right.
but overall, like, it was a really interesting but relaxing experience.
So you
It
did
was good.
so you did have to you did feel a little bit where you needed to kind of get some rest afterwards. Do you feel that was because of the information that came through, the way it was coming through, you had to step out and you had to step back in, or do you feel it was because you did some releasing around that because you did mention something about some emotions and stuff?
Right. Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I feel like it was both.
Okay.
I feel like it was both because even after that, it wasn't like a, I don't want to call it a headache
Okay.
because it didn't hurt, but I
Uh-huh.
definitely felt like
Pressure.
kind of, yeah, like a pressure.
Mhm.
Yeah, like a pressure.
Yeah. So usually when that happens, when I can speak on that, if there's a number, it depends on the information that is coming through and how quick it's coming through. Because you did mention going out, going back in, but you try and hear. We don't realize sometimes the amount of energy that we spend when we're
Mhm.
going through that, and technically is a way of channeling because the information was coming through. You was following through with it, paying attention as you writing down different little things. Or if you listen to it, you got to make sure you got your mind is several different places. Also, making sure that you stay in sync because once you get where you need to be, the seeing part, when you start to that see, you don't want to let it go. You kind of almost you squint your eyes, kind of like you don't want
Yeah.
to let, or yeah, you know what I mean. Some people will. I know if I want to hold on to it, I will tighten them up a little bit. Like that's gonna help, you know.
Right, right. And you know what? That's a good point you made. So usually I do have to do that when I meditate, like just on my own,
Uh
right?
huh.
And it
Uh huh.
is harder. So
Hmm.
usually when I do that, it's harder for me to, like you said, go out. Okay, let me write this on a piece of paper. Okay, but let me go back into the meditation and try to. Usually that's harder, but I didn't have a hard time doing
Wow.
that. Yeah, I didn't have a hard time doing that.
So the essence of light really worked for you. This is what it sounded like to me. It's a yes.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like a superhero or something. I'm like, wait, hold on.
So do you think if you had the candle, which I probably won't send you the candle, if you had
If I
hello,
had the candle,
do you think if you had the candle, now you just had the oil. So some people got the oil and the candle. So I can only imagine, even though technically they're kind of the same thing, but because of what it's made of, I feel like some of that is more grounding. And I feel like that would be like, I'm not gonna say a double whammy, but it would be more like, whoa, you know what I mean?
right?
So I don't know. Some people willing to risk that. You know, when I say risk it, they want to take a chance because when you can't see or you want to, you want to specifically see something, and then you have this experience, she's like, oh, what if I tried that and that? You know what I mean?
Mm, yeah, even though I'm kind of afraid, I do want to try. I do want to try it because my thought is, and honestly, I had the thought with the oil too, because I'm like, you know what, this is just my first time using it, so my
Mhm.
automatic thought was, what if I keep using it on a consistent basis? What would
Mm-hmm.
that do? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So then
Mm-hmm.
on top of that, if like you said, we add the candle, yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
And
But I'm gonna
it is a good thing to continue, right? Because the purpose of it is to open the third eye to so that you can see and hear. So, um, there was a person who I don't know if she's on the live or not, and I don't want to say her name because I can't even see who's on the live, but this person experienced something. They told me that while they were trying it, they put it on their third eye, they put some on their throat chakra, and they put something right there on their ear. She didn't say where, but when she was talking to me, immediately my team said, "That's for you. Make sure you do that and tell people that they can do that." So it's for the third eye. However, it's also something that you could put here for audience clairaudient people or people who don't know they are to bring that through too. Even though it's for one thing, it can be used for here and here. So
wow,
I'm
okay.
saying,
You know
okay,
what? I'm gonna try that too because no, because as soon as you said that, I automatically thought use it right here for when I go on live. I automatically thought that.
there you
So
go.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
gonna try that. Look,
So
I'm gonna be coming back with all the notes. Like, listen, I used it here, I used it here, I did this.
yeah, yeah. And this
Yep.
is a good thing because this your experience that you while you're doing this, you share with others and others can see
Mhm.
who not necessarily are hesitant, but some people are, right? And they don't know what that means because they're not in alignment with knowing about chakras and all that kind of stuff. So it's a baby steps for some people. So when you hear
Right.
somebody talk about it, that'd be an amazing thing to do. So and I'm gonna leave this. I think when I post it up. So if it's something that you want to share to your live, you can to your
Mhm.
YouTube channel. I think you can do that. I think we can do that. I think like what you can embed or whatever. So all right, listen. I appreciate you one for being a tester. I appreciate you one for coming on and sharing because everybody don't want to get on the camera, and I get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some people just like, well, you just tell them what I experienced, and that's good for me too. You know what I mean? But it's something about hearing it come from someone other than me just speaking about it from my own experiences. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
when other people come and they speak on it, then that kind of assists in validating it, until the person decides on
Exactly.
their own. Yeah. All right,
Exactly.
Lexus Bree. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. All
Thank
right.
you.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness, y'all. Okay, so we had Lexus Bree up, and she did a really great job of giving us information about her experience, right? And I want to thank you guys for coming on. I don't know if there's anybody else. I know that I gave the link to different people to come on if they wanted to come on. And I don't know who all is here. If there's someone else in the room that wants to come on, let me know. And if you can feel free. So let's see. I don't think there's anybody else in here. Um, I don't think anybody else in here that was on the Okay, Jerry's in here, but I don't think Jerry used hers yet. Jerry, you still in here? Did you want to come on? If you want to, you can. It's up to you. There is no pressure. There is no pressure. Just so y'all guys know that. Okay. All right. I am excited. Um, well, excuse me, Mrs. Christina. Okay, Mrs. Ma'am. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about. All right. Oh, that's y'all talking to each other. Okay. All right. So, Jerry, are you still here? Do you want to come on? If you want to, you can. You can just you can just tap in. So, guys, what did y'all think about Christina's? Not Christina. What did y'all think about Bree's um, experience? I mean, I loved it. I couldn't. At first, I said Alexis ain't gonna want to. Y'all use Alexis Bree, in case y'all don't know. At first, I was thinking, I don't know if she's gonna come on. She might, and if she don't, I'll just share some experiences with about what different people told me. So, I thought it was really amazing. How quickly she got where she needed to be, and I thought it was amazing also that the information that she was unaware of, they made her aware of it, and the details around what she was going to be doing. I thought that was great. So I want to talk about. So that was one person, and then the other person that I mentioned to y'all at the very beginning of the video, who while she was putting on the oil and getting settled in, She remember experiencing some tingling in the third eye area, and then she saw an eye with eyelashes. I was like, okay, all right. Another experience for someone else that happened to have used it was okay. First, before she received her stuff, it was coming in the mail. Before she received it, she mentioned to me that she had gone to the beach to do some writing, right? So she went to the beach to do some writing, and she said two guides sat down beside her, one on her left and one on her right. So she wanted to go to the beach to do some writing. And the most amazing thing happened. She said, one of the guides said to her, "You know, you only have one life." And I was like, what? What they mean was that this lifetime, they're not talking about her past lifetimes. They're not talking about lifetimes that may be coming up. They basically was speaking about, you only have one lifetime. And then they began to share information with her. And she didn't really do a lot of talking. And she did say one of them asked her if she was hungry, and then began to share more information with her about things because, of course, she went to the beach near the water to do some writing. So I want to say this afterwards. She said after they left, she did do some weeping. For one, it was unexpected. She wasn't expecting that. And when people are going through situations in their life, um, they show up when you least expect it. There wasn't like she went there and I'm going to do some heavy meditation or some meditation and just see what comes up. She went there, and because of the place that she was in, she wanted to do some writing, and then they just showed up. And they showed up because she needed them and she was open to it. And that is a beautiful thing. So, this is the same person told me that when she opened up the oil, she put a little bit here and she put some on her throat chakra and then she put some on her womb. I was like, wow. So I want to say this, when you're going through things, not even just health, but when you're going through things, the areas in which you're directing. I wouldn't say put it in places where you shouldn't, that could sting or burn your eyes, any place like that, But to know that she received information from that was absolutely astounding. Okay. Then there was another individual that mentioned to me that is also a tester. All these individuals I'm speaking of are all testers that are testing the essence of light oil. The next thing happened to another individual was that they put the oil on, felt some tingling, and they tried it twice. So they felt some tingling, and then they saw uh, some flashes of light. Okay, Jerry, no problem. I'm gonna let you. You can hit the button. I'll let you come on in. And then they saw flashes of light, and so I think the first time they did it, it was kind of like they felt the tingling and light, flashing of light. And then the second time it was tingling, flashes of different lights. And I think they told me with colors, right? So what is happening is that I'm seeing the different levels that in which people are having these experiences. One other individual mentioned to me that they um put the oil on in different places. And of course, they have the ormuz. They have the bridging with the baby soul ormuz. Okay. And then they have the oil. And she basically just let me know she was doing that. This was an induction, pretty much, that she put the oil on and she let the baby souls know that she was there and pretty much that she's ready to have a conversation with them. And that was the first part of that. So she was doing an induction. She didn't have, per se, an experience at that moment, but she did do the prep work, right? I'm here and I'm ready when you guys are ready and that type of thing. So I thought that that was beautiful. Okay, let's see what else. Um, One person mentioned to me that they put the oil on and they were able to see when I was speaking on a live the other day. And I was talking about I was doing what was I doing? The guys came through. I can't remember what it was. I think when Ebony was there. When you come on, okay, let me see. I could bring you on. Oh, I don't know. I can't. There's a okay. So you got to hit the link. You know that link that I sent you. You got to hit the link. You got to hit the link. The link that I sent you on Instagram. You hit that and or copy that. I think you copy. I think no. I think you click on that and it'll take you somewhere and it'll bring you here. Um, it should bring you right over here actually. But she was telling me about um uh, how when I was speaking of being at this rock, how she could see that. It was just really beautiful how she explained as I was speaking about some things, she could see it. There you go. There you go. So, with that being said, everybody is having different experiences with this. Cherry.
It's
Oh my
like,
gosh.
where the thing at? The
I
little
know.
wheel.
I
It's
know,
like,
right?
I'm already on.
So this one person she was talking about, I think, I mean, I think it's amazing the different level of experiences that people are having with this essence of light oil. But I just want to be clear. I am merely the vessel that was guided. This is what is needed, all right, for the masses. And this is what you will do. Of course, most sometimes most people they'll just put their stuff out and maybe they just do the testing of it, but for me, I like to test mine, and if somebody tell me they want to be a tester, I'll be a tester for them. And it's really important for us to give honest opinion all the way down to when I was asking Alexis Bree, what'd you think about the smell? I know one person that told me they saw the eye with the eyelash. They told me like it smells minty, but I liked it. I liked it. I was like, okay. And even if a person doesn't, that's okay too. But it's just good for me to know, right? Okay. All right, Jerry, babe. We want to hear. Did you have an experience yet?
Not well, when I could see things,
Okay. Have so
but
is yours with the oil? Did you try? Have you tried it yet?
I haven't got it yet. I
Okay,
ain't got
okay,
my
okay.
thing yet.
But you had an experience today, so we could talk about that too. All right.
Yeah, I could see the I couldn't remember the name that you said. You called her name,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't remember her name. But the medicine woman, I could see her,
Wow.
and she was cute. She was little and brown and wrinkled. Her hair was back. She had a white felt or whatever, that white deerskin wrap. That's what
Mm-hmm.
it was. It had turquoise colored in it or thread and the carnelian color. So turquoise and red, but she was little and the pouch and the juju bag. I guess that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was really powerful just to
Mm.
be able to listen. And I'm very humble. And I could tell when Nunu was talking, I saw a dragon. And don't even do me. Aaron think I'm insane. He's sitting here like, really, girl? You saw a dragon? Where is it?
I love it. I love it. Oh God.
I wish you could see him. He looking at me like his glasses. He's like, something wrong with you. But
Oh
it was amazing and just really, I'm looking for that meditation now. So
yeah.
I'm gonna meditate. Don't play with me. I'm looking for that meditation that
Yeah.
she said. So I am gonna reach out and connect with her
Mm-hmm.
um before Lionsgate ends.
Yeah. I think it was really beautiful. Um, and I tell you, the rock that she spoke of was just
I
it
was
was
trying to get understand the accents. Can you tell me about the rock?
so she called the rock, it was the rock of knowledge, and it was huge. And I could tell that it felt like that it was somewhere in a okay, I'm getting now. It was somewhere like in an Indian reservation. Like it's this huge rock. It was huge. It could be over like 100 feet tall, 200 feet tall, but it actually set out alone, right? It was set out alone.
Oh,
And
wow.
now there were mountains to the back, but if you were coming in from direction on, I guess, by car into this dirt area, it just looked like an egg. Somebody sit on the middle of a table and it's sitting there by itself. And at the bottom of it, you were sitting.
Okay.
hmm And so she called it the tree of knowledge. And what I felt that came from that is that information, all the information that you need. It's like medicine women go there. Yes, medicine women go there when they're like on a quest or on a journey and they visit this place. And so you were there sitting. I cannot tell if you were sitting Indian style, but I saw you sitting and you look like a little bitty ant compared to the rock. It was that huge. The
Wow.
rock holds information. So I feel like that it is a place more like a portal.
That makes sense.
hmm I felt like it was a place that was a portal, although it looked like a rock, and you actually had your back up against it, right? So you were touching it. So anything as you were sitting there in meditation, receiving the information,
From the rock.
21 days, 21 nights was their induction. So imagine having to be there that long out there. I'm assuming that you take what you need food wise and you take what you need water wise, and then what you didn't have because it was a quest. I'm assuming, I can only assume now, I don't know if it's for sure. I'm thinking, how much food could you take for 21 days, 21 nights? Because that's what they
That
just said.
part.
Uh-huh. So I'm assuming maybe someone came to replenish, or I don't know if there was travel back and forth if you run out, or you were supposed to expect it to hunt in the area around you, because this rock was so huge, it set out. Nothing was around it for a ways, not miles, but for a
Wow.
ways. Oh no, all perimeter, all around it. So,
Wow.
like I was saying, it was called
Wow. The
the
rock of
rock of
knowledge.
life, the rock of knowledge. Yes. So, with that being said, um,
That's powerful.
yeah, and to know just the information coming in that it was an induction that medicine women experience, because they have to know how to take care of different things and self and the meditate, like monks. I think monks go through a period or something like that where they meditate for a long, long period of time or whatever, something like that. So yeah, that was amazing.
That was. And me outside next to a rock. Now, cyclomancy, where you touch things and you get the experiences and the information. Gone on over there, boy. Gone. Don't look at me like this. But he really think his mama is insane.
Oh,
But it's okay. It's
yeah,
all
it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
right. It's okay.
They don't
But
know until they know at some point. You know how they go. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, but no, your back was up against it, and it was as if, and I don't know if your feet were straight out on the, because it was dirt, red clay actually, and your feet were straight out. Um, but I could not tell. I mean, I could not tell if your feet were straight out if it was Indian, because I could only see like maybe waist up for you, and I was looking at you like you were looking at me. So I'm
Hmm.
looking at you on like looking at a television kind of a thing. So, but I
Oh,
couldn't tell
wow.
that. Yeah. So
Wow.
I thought that was just amazing. And I thought the information that they gave you was also amazing.
It
So
was.
that caused you to go so deep. And then when they spoke on plants. So I'm assuming that whatever this meditation is that you're to do, or wherever it is that you're going for this
Hmm.
information, I'm assuming that they're going to give you some more information, Jerry, about what it is that you can use, just like they gave to me for this candle. Actually, myself came. They
Oh,
gave her
wow.
part, and then me in a travel with pumps. Of course, I visited her and told her what she was to use, and she went and saw exactly what she was supposed to get. So I'm
That's
assuming
deep.
that I just feel like that is going to be part of your journey.
Wait a minute. You know what's interesting? So, about a month ago, I was supposed to do libation to my ancestors. That 21 came up.
Mm.
For 21 nights, I was supposed to pour libation. I ain't never poured libation. You know, did I make it to full 21? No. Uh-uh.
Well,
But I have an ancestral altar now, and I'm taking classes to learn ancestral veneration. And so this is amazing. That number
yeah.
21.
Yeah, maybe that's supposed to be significant for you as well on a different level, but because they basically told this was about the induction that they did, not saying
Mhm.
that you were to do that. So I'm
Okay,
thinking that maybe there is a connection to that, Jerry. 21 days, 21 nights. Maybe that has something to do with something. As you're on this journey, it'll come to you.
it will. I'm just like me being outside. That's a no. And at Tennessee State, I was not trying to take no botany. That's how I ended up in microbiology doing that work. Sir, I will shank you. I'll go into my office.
Okay.
You ain't found no damn.
Oh
I'll
my
go in
goodness.
my office because they didn't kick me out. They watching Beyblades.
Oh, I see. I
So
see. I see.
so I will go into my little office, which ain't no office for real, but
Okay, I got you.
but um but yeah, so I'm gonna do that meditation and I'm going to do my videos and I just want to thank you so
Hmm.
much for all you do and our little what you say
I love
family
family.
our families.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
grateful for all of you guys. Thank you for holding space for me.
Yeah.
21 is her birthday. Oh, that's cool. Let me
Hmm.
see. It's 20 something. No, ain't none of these people born on the 21st day.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful. And that was an amazing experience. But your voice was so calm and I was gone. I
Mm.
was asleep.
Because I know you did come on, right?
I was on. And then I woke up when I heard my name. And then when I heard release, I came back to it. And then I was gone again. I ain't
Yeah.
heard nothing in between. I was asleep. And then
Wow.
I woke up. I said, "Well, damn, the live been ended."
Well, I figured that you probably had something to do, but because you were there, I just went who was there, and there was some more people. But once I saw that it was at an hour, I knew that I needed to end. I didn't want it to be too long because we'll have a part two. So more than likely it'll be tomorrow that we'll have
Okay,
part two for people that wanted to chant. But I thought the chant was beautiful. I
it
thought the way
was.
that they told you, was it you that they was doing this?
All I heard you was doing was, your frequencies, and
Yeah.
they were yelling, and I'm like, when I saw it, I was cooking, and I was like, whoa, but it was so peaceful, the music and the different chants, but it was a mix of African and native
Hmm. Yes.
drums and drumming,
Yes.
and that's really cool.
I agree. I thought it was amazing. Um, but I do know that they were giving you breath work and they were just kind of doing this. And I don't know if you maybe you couldn't see my hands, but there was
You were
breath work.
doing different
Yeah.
mudras, or
Yeah. Yes. And that was all for you. And so that's something that if you could put it like on an audio thing and you could play it in your head, you can learn it and
and
do it
do
whenever you
it.
whenever you
Yeah,
need to do it.
I like the idea of chanting, and you were absolutely right. Now I was up for this part with
Okay.
the speaking in tongues and stuff. I was awake for that, but
Yeah, I was wondering why that was kind of coming up. I think that was for people to connect. What they
hmm
fear, then you do it, but this is what you call it. But it doesn't matter what it's called. You're still doing it.
right, it still happens.
Absolutely.
And I remember the first time that I spoke in tongues. My mama was CME, so that's a no-no
Mm-hmm.
in a CME establishment.
Oh, I see.
So, but Daddy was Baptist
I
before
see.
left and started doing his hoodoo thing. But I was I time that I spoke in tongues, I kept repeating who I thought was the name of God, but it wasn't.
Mm,
I was saying Elohim, 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 and I was dancing. And I didn't know that was in '98. I was 21.
mm-hmm.
I hadn't had no awakening. I was like, well, let me look this up, but I never forgot that experience.
Mm.
And so you were spot on with that correlation and connection
Yeah.
because that's exactly what it is. But chanting is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have been on me about breath work. And I'm not, look, I've been doing my deep breathing, Crimson. I've
Mm-hmm.
been breathing deep, but I haven't been doing the fire to pull the energy in.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But I will start to, but I've been doing my deep breathing, holding it, blowing out, really focusing and making my intention. And I'm like, look, y'all sitting up there playing video game like this a video game. Y'all
Mm.
need to send the cheat codes. And they like, we did send the cheat codes.
Send me some cliff notes, please.
That's exactly
Spark
what I
notes.
asked for.
Okay. It was beautiful. I mean,
It
it was just
was.
amazing. I just, like I said, I thought that what was going to happen, Sarah, Francis, or Rushi was going to come in and tell, okay, what you got, Sarah? Boom, 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 boom. That's yours, Jerry. What else, Sarah? Boom, 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 boom. That's yours, Crimson. No, dude,
Mm-mm.
I thought you said quick. Well, that was quick. Like, ow.
Look, they ancient. That was quick to them.
So I just thought it was, and after it was over, I just thought about how beautiful it was and the intentions for each person. Now I understand why they wanted to do individual versus just, all right, we're gonna give you a chance to give to anybody that comes across the video, and it'll be for this, and it will be for this. They specific people need specific things sometimes. So I got that.
Grateful for you for sharing your guides because you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I know.
You
So
don't. We
yeah.
love Sarah.
Yeah.
We I was like, what? I thought she was I'm like, who that? Oh, that's Nunu. Okay then. Where's Sarah at?
Yeah, yeah, and Nunu came right on through. Yeah, baby, when she came through with them babies, girl. Oh,
I remember Brandon. I was up for that. But
and
then
then
I
after
came
that,
back too.
yeah. All right, boo. Well, I
But
thank you
thank
for that.
you.
When you get yours, just keep us updated and let us know. You
I
know,
will.
yeah. I know everybody don't want to be on camera, and that's totally fine. And I'm okay with sharing, but some people want to get on and they didn't not even thinking about that. That would be how that would help people. But I
It
appreciate it.
does help. But now they want me out and I'm
Yeah,
like, they won't leave me alone.
yeah.
That's
All
why I
right.
posted yesterday. But thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
You're welcome, love. Have a good
All
evening.
right, you too.
All right. Okay, y'all. I think that's about it. We're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank um the experiences that you guys are sharing with me that I can share with other people so that when they are ready and they want to get their essence of light. This is all about the experience for heightening your connection with your third eye to connect you with information, whether it is releasing, whether it is manifesting, whether it is a combination of whether it is energetic, um, evolving around things with self, all of that, where it does allow you to see what you don't want to see, where it does allow you to see things that you have forgotten about and pushed all the way to the back of your consciousness, okay? Francis do not care, right? He be happy. He don't be having me do whatever. It's probably hell. Golly. But and I was actually shocked when that came up that he was going to be assisting with that. So yeah. So I know that he was also around to give some of that information. But I want to thank everybody. We will be doing part two. It will be tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a part three. I won't know that until tomorrow, which means if you come across this video and you're interested in a chant and you need something to assist you with the movement of energy and to assist you with vibration, with things that you are connected to or want to connect with, by all means, make sure you available for the live, or you can, if you feel like you're going to, because I can't give a time based on what I have to do for the day, but what I can do is that if you leave me a comment, Boujee, if you happen to miss you, I would like to have a chant around X, Y, and Z. You could put it on any one of these posts um, from today, whether it is this one or tomorrow, because for the most part, if you're not like a regular, all comments I go through before they post, because so we keep after riffraff, right? So with that being said, you let me know that's what you want, and then when we have part 2 tomorrow, and if you're unavailable, I'll write that down so that when I get started, then that way you can have one as well. All right. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. It's 10:39 here where I am. I just wanted to come on and share with you guys and give you an update around some of the things that people are experiencing with this amazing essence of light, the third eye oil, and or the candle. Okay. All right. Take care and see you tomorrow.